It's your boy Good Guy Otis. We here in Connecticut in the town of Sharon. We're at the town hall. We're gonna do a First Amendment audit. So a lot of trolls have been on my page after the last video I posted talking all this crap. So today I'm gonna do things a little different. I'm gonna be mostly quiet. You know, I'm not really gonna say nothing. And see how that goes. See what people have to say about that. Yeah, this is Sharon, small town in Connecticut, right over the border of Connecticut. Once again, this is to build transparency, accountability, and to educate. And let's see how it goes. Go follow cameras everywhere. Universal TV, SOL, Fake Mike, Real News, Pickland, M-Star Media, and everybody else you see. Show love to this channel. All right, here we go. What the heck is a selectman? Hi, good morning. Yeah. I was wondering if I could get a business card, please.
A what?
A business card?
We don't have a business card.
You don't have a business card for the assessor's office?
No, never had them printed.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Thank you. See, I'm already talking too much. She said, why is this guy taking pictures? Look at this beautiful hallway. Yeah, so we're gonna see how it goes.
Hi, how
Good
can I help
morning.
you?
I don't need help. Thank you. This is so beautiful. This is one of the prettiest town halls I've been to. And it's small. Small little pretty town hall.
Hi, how are you? Can we help you? Can we help you? No? Okay.
I don't need to bother you about this. I don't know where to put the stamp on this. This is a deed recording. They made a mistake in the recording that was done. This one. This is the first page.
Look
Then
how
they
pretty
got a
that
new
is.
first page.
That's
Where
real
do I
pretty.
Put the stamp over it or next to it. See if you go to page 2. See this,
Okay, so this says re-record.
right.
I think that's a puzzle. No, that's not a puzzle.
Can I ask a question? Because I really don't like myself filmed, because I'm afraid it's gonna be on social media. Can I ask who you are? And can I give a release,
What's
please?
what's
to
your
be-
name?
If you're going to be using this for social media?
What's your name?
I'm sorry?
What's your name?
My name is Linda. Would you like my business card?
Yes, thank you.
Excuse me, I'm just sneaking behind you.
No, no worries. Don't want you to spill your
Thank you.
coffee. She's a town clerk. I'm sorry, what was you saying?
I'm just asking if you were going to be placing this on social media,
Uh-huh.
and if you are, I believe by law you need to ask for a release from the person.
Oh, okay. So by law, I
I
don't,
don't believe you can do this.
so by law,
Because people
Okay, I'll
have
let you talk.
legal reasons why they can't be on social media. And I'm a little concerned,
okay.
okay?
Can I talk now?
Yeah.
Okay. So legally, I don't need your permission because you work for the government, you work for the people.
Okay, all right.
So I don't need your permission to film you.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's why I'm asking.
I know, I'm answering you. I was waiting for you to
All right,
finish
All
talking.
right, I just didn't know why you were filming, so I was a little concerned that you are doing this for the government. Okay, you're gonna be taking this to the government?
No. I don't know where I'm gonna be
Okay.
taking it.
All right, so I guess, I mean, anybody can come in here and film, except unfortunately, there's stuff here, or you're just filming people.
I'm filming whatever I can see from public.
Oh, okay, whatever you can see.
Mhm.
All right, because there's things that you are, by law, cannot film,
Like what?
okay? So I just,
You want to know what, in the vault, those
Right.
that you can't go in there, there's a.
well, he can go
He
in,
can,
but
he
he
can't.
can film the books and stuff, but he can't film
And,
other
and I
stuff.
don't know if he can film that gentleman who was working.
Right, because that gentleman doesn't work for the government.
I can read anything in public, anything I can see in public, I can record.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. I don't need nobody's permission. It's called the First Amendment. Freedom of the press.
Oh, okay.
There's no expectation of privacy in public. So you can't expect privacy in public. So once you're in public, there's no privacy. So if you want privacy in public, you gotta create it. So if
How
you
do
didn't want
create
to,
it?
if you didn't want to be on camera, you'll go to a private office where the public can't go. You understand? This is a publicly accessible area.
Oh, okay.
And the
So
si-
see, Darlene and Kent, she has another office.
Right.
She can close the door and he can't film.
and the citizens have the right to record our government workers
Okay, all right.
in the course of their duties, just like we could record cops, we could record our
Right, yes.
employees
Yeah.
that work at City Hall.
I totally get that.
Especially
All right,
City Hall
okay.
because,
Very interesting.
yeah, it's called the First Amendment.
I'm sorry?
It's called the First Amendment, freedom of the press. So the First Amendment is freedom of speech. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I
And
know
everybody
that.
thinks the First Amendment stops there. It's also the freedom of religion, the freedom of the
Absolutely.
press, freedom to assembly.
See,
You know.
see, this is the problem. When they wrote the First Amendment,
Mhm.
okay, these weren't available.
Right.
People weren't filmed. Okay, so I think it's something we have to look at moving forward because people do not feel comfortable. Personally, I don't feel comfortable.
Did you know that everywhere you go in public, you're being recorded? And if it's a
No,
public,
that I don't believe that.
as soon as you step out your house, you're being recorded.
See, I don't believe that.
There's satellites, everything. There's cameras
No,
everywhere.
I don't believe that. So,
There's cameras everywhere, ma'am.
oh, I know there's cameras everywhere,
Yeah.
but when somebody has a camera in your face, it's uncomfortable.
Well, when you work for the people, these are one of the things that you should expect because the citizens
Well,
do.
you're the first person that's ever done this to me, so again, I do feel uncomfortable, and I just want to, you know.
You shouldn't feel uncomfortable. They
I
should.
do feel uncomfortable.
You shouldn't,
So
though.
I have a right,
You know why?
just like you have a right to come in and film.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I have a right to be uncomfortable,
You
correct?
could, no, of course. You
Okay,
can feel
so
however you want to feel.
You're
What I'm
saying
trying to
you
do
wanna
is
film, and I'm just saying I'm uncomfortable. I'm not saying you
What I'm-
cannot film me.
no. What I'm trying to do is ease your uncomfortability because they should have trained you in the First Amendment when you signed up to work for the people. You work for the public, so
Absolutely.
they should have trained you that the public has the right to record you in the course of your
That's
duties.
fine, I understand that.
And if they trained you with that, then maybe and hopefully you wouldn't be as uncomfortable. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Oh, down the road,
Uh-huh. So now that you know,
generation, this will all change, and I totally understand
How so?
that. Oh, it'll change.
what do you mean?
Everything is
Okay.
changing, everything's evolving. These weren't available when I grew up, but they're available when you grew up. Okay? So when I was growing up.
There was cameras when you grew up.
I'm sorry?
There was cameras when you grew up. You're not that. You're young, so I'm sure there was cameras.
You're a lot younger than I am.
Okay, can I?
You seem younger than me. I don't know. Looks could be deceiving.
Because you can't see.
Yeah, you look very young. God bless you. But I'm sure there was
Get ready to
cameras.
retire, honey.
Oh, God bless you. I'm sure there was cameras when you were growing up. It's just it wasn't as many cameras.
No, I mean, and it was usually when you had a picture taken, you knew you were having a picture taken.
Yeah.
You know, and you
Yeah.
were basically asked. People were courteous. You know, may I take your picture?
Right.
Today, there's no courtesy.
So if you-
Nobody cares about how the other person feels.
Let me ask you a question. If you're at like a town parade or like the Macy's Day Parade, and you pull out your phone,
This is the
I'll be
second
back.
page.
you
The
have
first
fun.
page, see what they did was, on the first page, they gave us the old one.
Take the steps, get our steps in. I think the power of the trolls just made me trip up the stairs. I don't know if you guys could relate. Have you ever tripped up the stairs? You ever fall up the stairs? It's the funniest thing. He told me come in.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta catch my breath. Whew. I guess if we start by, what's your name?
Can I help you?
Yeah, I
My
was
name
just-
is Stan McMillan. I'm the building inspector. Are you recording me?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Why is that?
I'm working on the story.
I wish you wouldn't record me. I'm not allowing you to record me.
Oh,
What is it that you would like?
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I don't need your permission to
Okay.
record you. I'm sorry.
What is it that you would like? How can I help you?
Can't breathe. I just fell up the stairs. I don't know if you ever fell up the stairs?
You fell coming up the stairs?
Yeah, it's the funniest thing.
Mhm.
Usually you fall down the stairs, but to fall up the stairs it just took my breath away. I'm sorry. Whew. I was just wondering if you had a business card. And what's your name, ma'am? If you don't mind.
What are you recording for?
I'm working on a story on Town Hall. Yeah,
Here's my business card.
thank you. Nikki Blas. That's your name? No,
No,
right?
my name's Stanley McMillan.
That's my name.
Oh, nice to meet you, Nikki. Okay, that was it. So, like, what do you guys do in this office?
This is the building official's office, the
Mhm.
health department, the land use office, the inland wetlands commission, and the historic commission.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. These bears are cute. You put those there? Those little teddy bears? They're cute. You starting a collection?
No.
Oh, you should. They're adorable. Hi. What are you doing? So she's calling everybody. She said, yeah, it is. It's very weird. Ooh, look at this. Look how cute this is. It's very nice. Erected 1875. Hey,
I'm Stan McMillan. What is your name?
are you allowed to be on your phone while you're at work?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
What is your name?
Can I walk? My name is David.
David, and what's your last name, David?
Why would I give you my last name?
Well,
What do you need my last name for?
I'd just like to know, you're around here, we have no knowledge that you were coming to do any reporting today.
Can I walk? 'Cause
Yes,
you're
you
blocking.
certainly can, yeah.
Okay. Feel a little cornered there, Stan.
Yeah. I wouldn't want you to feel cornered. I'm just trying to find out who you are and how we might help you,
I'm David. I don't
Yes.
need any help right now. Thank
okay?
you. Yeah.
And what is it that you need? You're doing a report for who?
I'm working on a story on Town Hall.
Okay? And what is the story going to cover?
A lot of things.
Uh-huh.
Many things, yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you recording?
Well, because I don't know who you are.
You do. My name is David.
David, yep. And if I wanted to reach you, how would I do that? Do you have a card?
I mean, you're talking to me now.
Yes, do you have a card that I could have?
No, I'm sorry.
No? So if I wanted to follow up on the story and give you more information, how would I reach you?
I'm gonna put my information.
Huh?
You'll see it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, is that all?
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. God bless you.
God bless you. Yeah.
What is this office, Stan?
That's the Office for Social Services, just like the sign says.
Oh, and what do they do? Like, what do they help with?
You'd have to ask her what she does.
Okay, I'll ask her. Good morning.
Hi, what's going on?
What's your name? Do you always greet the public like this?
No,
So what's the difference?
it's weird that you're filming.
How's filming weird in 2022?
It's not. It's just so public. Everything's so public.
You work for the town hall. Of course, everything's gonna be public,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So what's the issue?
Because
I feel so uncomfortable talking to you through a crack in the door, and it's kind of rude.
it's nice to have some get some permission before you do that.
Permission for who?
You can't go and film people in a grocery store, and that is a public place.
Ma'am, if you used to open the door so we could have a conversation, I can speak with you and I can educate you.
Doing the story here at the town hall?
Another time.
Hey, I'm Brent. I'm
Hey,
first
Brent, how are you?
time. How are you?
Good. Yeah.
So,
Welcome.
thank you. I was just trying to speak with this lady about the social services department,
Okay.
and she was talking me through a crack in the door. I seemed that was
It's
kind of.
probably because of the hood and the mask and everything like that.
I mean, it's COVID. You have a mask and a hat on.
I
Really
understand.
no
I know,
difference.
but it's just the whole black thing, the whole black, and I get it.
So would it be?
But I can help. So
Would it be better if I was wearing white?
No, that's not my point.
I don't see what you're trying to say. Because you have a mask and a hat on, so.
Gotcha. No, but we're to help. We are partners with social services. That's part of my role as first selectman too.
Okay. So you were saying something about a grocery store. I can't go in and.
Yeah, I'm saying it's nice before you film people to get their permission to film them.
Yeah.
My brother does film work and can't even go and film inside a grocery store without their permission beforehand.
Do you know why? Because a grocery store is private business. This is this is the people's building. So I don't need
But
nobody.
it's
I don't.
people's autonomy, not everyone wants to be.
I understand that then,
Yeah.
in that case, you wouldn't work for the people in the people's
Well, that's
building.
besides the point.
Yeah,
What-
That is-
what he's doing.
No,
is
that is the point, because every citizen has the right to record our government workers in the course of their duties.
Yeah.
So if you knew that, you would know that at any time, citizens could come in and record you.
We just haven't
Right?
had that experience. It's the first. That's it. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, so we're trying to normalize the First Amendment.
All right, it's all good.
You understand?
Mhm.
So I don't need your permission. It'll be
Well,
nice,
What's this for?
but
Out of
I'm doing a
curiosity.
story on Town Hall.
Oh, do
Yeah.
you live in Sharon?
No, I don't.
Where do you live?
The Bronx.
Nice.
Oh,
So I drove all the way up from the Bronx.
Yankees fan too. So
Yeah,
nice.
Bronx Bombers. So what do you guys do here? Like, what do you offer?
So
He's
she
still
does a
standing
whole,
behind.
for us, it's a whole list. Like, we can provide food, but that's kind of a small portion of it. Let me just get you something.
It's okay, yeah.
We provide any help that people need. So if they need assistance with fuel services is a big thing. Like this is now like the height of heating season, which probably starts around late October, goes into now. And then if people need assistance with things in their house, like say they can't fix their boiler or their heaters, they can come to us and we can give them a grant. Or if they own their house, they can put a lien on their house to get that work done.
So do you do anything like food stamps or like
We help
job?
them. So all this stuff here is, like, so we don't, like here's SNAP is what the Connecticut acronym is for. And
Yes,
so
SNAP,
we don't
yeah.
know.
It's in New York too.
That's true.
SNAP,
So
yeah.
this is what they get. Connecticut's pretty good about it. And on top
Florida
of
is horrible.
yeah, but
with food stamps and
Connecticut's
stuff
the
like that?
top. I mean, it's just getting people to agree to the program is probably the hardest part. But we educate them on what's available. You know, we help them with their electric bills.
Do you help with like job placement?
We try to,
Stuff
yeah,
like
so-
that, like resume workshops? I don't know.
There
Just-
are regional, so we fund through, there's Council of Governments, so we're small towns, so we have to make ourselves a little bit bigger.
Right.
So we have 21 towns, it's called the Council of Governments.
Oh, wow.
And
Is that-
every
is-
section of Connecticut has their Council of Governments.
Oh, nice.
Codenamed COG.
Right, right.
And through there, we fund regional programs that mostly either happen in Torrington or Waterbury,
Mhm.
just because, you know, it's easier for people to get there.
Right,
And
right.
so we place them that way, but if there's local jobs and people have reached out to us and asked us about it, we provide that information to them.
Okay.
We put out newsletters that kind of alert people to certain programs, so they're
Okay.
aware of it. Next stage.
Are there, I'm sorry to cut you off. Are there any like after school programs or any like youth programs in this town for like the kids?
There, back in the day, there used to be a lot, but you've kind of shrunk and COVID kind of played a role with it.
Right, right.
So the after-school programs will be coming back,
Hopefully, yeah.
but because of COVID, a lot of it got cut back.
Right.
There are, you know, youth sports, and, you know, we have a pretty active park and rec department,
Okay.
and, you know, a lot of kids, like go into regional programs as well.
Is there anything, do you guys have like a PAL in this? Or is
No, too small.
that's mostly for big cities, right?
Yeah, but we do partner with people like, say, in Torrington.
morning.
Or, across the border, Armenia,
Uh-huh.
we partner with them too.
Okay.
They-
Even though it's a different state?
We don't really see borders here. I mean, we're just, you know, it's just too small.
Yes, and
So,
you guys are right
so
next
my
to each
kids play
other.
baseball over there, and, you know, they have
Right,
like
right.
lights, and we don't have lights, and,
So it doesn't matter that you guys are two different states.
no, it's certain things yes, certain things no.
Right,
So,
right.
it's one of those things where, you know, we have to partner where you can.
Right, that's
But,
true.
But yeah, we do, and, yeah, we have one retired baseball, pitcher here, he pitched for the Pirates.
Wow.
Back in the early '70s, John Lamb, and he teaches kids how to pitch.
Nice.
And so like little stuff like that.
So is there any like, when you had the after school program, was there any like educational things that you guys do or like focus on?
We do, we try to get the
Or like-
kids interested in, you know, what really excites them and what they want to do. For the first couple of years here, I had interns.
Mhm.
So there's local, not only this school, but the private schools around here that would come in for the morning and they just shadow me.
Right,
And
right.
we work on projects together to try to, you know, make them understand what government life is like. Government jobs are probably the biggest, you're gonna have a dangerous loss over the course of time because not many people are really aware of them.
Uh-huh.
So there may not be people to take over for us.
That's true.
You know, if you want to be first selectman, you know, it's not like a mayor. You don't have a staff. You got yourself,
Right.
and there's multiple topics. So, we're trying to educate kids on, you know, what an assessor is, what they do, social agent, you know, what they do. Malaya's young. It's awesome to have her here.
Right. And
because
hopefully
she's-
she grows up into the position and
Well, yeah, she started.
passes the knowledge down
She
to.
started in, you know, late October, early November, which was a tough time to start because that's when a bulk of the fuel services come into play and helping people and, you know.
How do you think she handled it in that
Really
tough
well. I mean,
time?
No, she really handled it really, really well because.
Well, she got a good teacher, so.
Well, you know, it just is about checking in. Like, my main job is to check in with every department and see, like, that's why I came up here today, to see what's up, you know, how she's doing, because she wasn't here yesterday. and, just supporting them.
Right, right.
She, we had a PC that was aging. I said, do you want a new PC? You want an Apple? Well, she wanted an Apple because that's what she's
Yeah.
used to,
Right, right.
Her parents are artists, so, that made more sense.
Okay.
So, we try to be flexible because, that's, like I said, there's not a lot of people doing it.
Right.
And in small towns like this,
You need it.
It's necessary, and you gotta
Right.
have the right people.
That's true. You gotta have people that's passionate about it. I went to a town hall last week, and the lady she was just so nice. One of the best customer service I ever got.
Nice.
And I guess the assessor's office, they were kind of rude, and the guy tried to push my arm.
Right.
So I don't know if she knew about the First Amendment or not, but she remained cordial the whole time and respectful the whole time,
Right.
whether she knew about the First Amendment or not. So whereas the other gentleman and lady probably didn't know about the First Amendment and that the citizens do have the right to record,
Right.
and they were hostile.
Yeah.
Even if this lady was uncomfortable being on camera, she still remained polite and cordial and respectful and
Right.
showed me around, and so the reason why I do this is to build transparency between the government and people, to bridge the gap, and for accountability and
Right.
for my safety, for your safety, because this is always, the camera doesn't lie,
Right, no doubt.
so, and to educate. So where they didn't know, they was like, you could just take my picture, and I was telling them that because they work for the government and the citizens do have the right to record them,
Right.
that there is no privacy, and if you want privacy, you have to create it, especially in public. So
Right.
she closed the blinds. That was one of the first things she did without me even telling her.
Right.
So without knowing, she was creating privacy.
Right.
But then now you're closing down business for other people during work hours if they wanted to come, and,
Yeah,
and
to balance
get
it.
something out, rather than, and I told them that just remain cordial, just remain respectful, and be on your best behavior, especially if a member of the public is recording, you always want to be on your best behavior,
Right.
always,
Right.
So I just go to educate, build transparency, and also conduct business. I'm here to,
Right.
I'm not just,
But you got the first for us here, so there you
right,
go.
right. So I
I've been doing
appreciate
this
you
for
being,
9 years, and this is the first, so.
right. So just educate, the lady asked me, I understand
I double
people,
back, I gave a shout out to my, my attorney, this is legal, I know it's legal, but just make me, and he's like, totally
Mm-hmm. this is a constitutionally protected, it's
He's like,
protected.
totally legal, I'm like,
So
that's what I thought.
you can't that's like if you're at the Macy's Day Parade in Manhattan
Right,
and you're in public,
right.
you're recording so many thousands of people.
Right.
You're not asking them for their permission,
Yeah,
and you don't have to because you're in public.
right,
So whatever you could see from public, you could record.
right.
So everybody there is exercising the First Amendment without knowing it, but as soon
I can't
as
wait till someone figures out how to crowdsource that, like when I go to a Yankee game.
Uh-huh.
What if
you're in the
everyone
perfect
was
example.
recording and it's like, everyone is, what if all that data, was just combined?
Right.
Yeah, because it's like
That's probably
it's pretty
you're
wild.
thinking you're an innovator. You're thinking into the future.
That's
Yeah,
probably what's gonna happen.
yeah.
Like,
You
if
never
you
know.
can draw off, once the restrictions on what's on your phone come off, then you could possibly share and crowdsource.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I not only like sitting angsty, my people watching, and that's probably when the
That
game
was a
is
good
slow.
example. I might have to use that
Yeah,
because
try it. Yeah, I think.
if you're at a Yankee game and you're recording, you're not going to go up to everybody in the Yankee Stadium and ask them for their
Take a
permission.
picture behind Judge,
Right, right.
Taking, the whole first
You know,
row,
that's-
and second row, and third row,
That's like paparazzi when they go and they record the superstars. They're not asking,
Right,
Kanye West or somebody for his
right,
permission.
right.
And sometimes they be on private property, which,
Yeah, that too. No,
it's
yeah.
trespassing. But if there's signs saying no trespassing and you're there and they ask you to leave and you don't leave, then you're trespassing.
Gotcha.
So if they go to Kim Kardashian's house and they're in her driveway and she never asked them to leave,
Right,
technically they're trespassing, but they're not. You know what I mean?
right. Has to be
But
established.
yeah, it has to be established, and you have to be asked to leave. But
That's cool. No, welcome to the region.
I appreciate you being cordial.
I mean, if,
That was
you go to
nice of you.
Salisbury, they're, they're just up the road. You'll meet Emily and maybe Curtis.
What is that? Is that a
Same town. It's like a small town. It's like the same, like almost like our town, but just a different location.
yeah?
Down below is Kent. Like I said, just down this road here is Amenia.
Yeah, I was in Armenia.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that was the town
It's
hall
like an
where I
older
went.
It's an older building.
I went to a town hall not too far from here, where that lady was extremely nice. They're renovating their town court.
Maybe that is Amelia, because that's an older building.
I'm not sure, but I know that they was renovating their town court.
Right.
It was really nice.
Yep.
And she showed me around. She said we just put new floors and
So they're all, everyone's different. Like,
Yeah.
you know, this place is like so this side is 1996, that side's 1875.
wow. Yeah, I was looking at that.
Well, no, because you're arguing to you gotta see this to believe this. So, this is the cornerstone of it.
Yeah, I was looking at
What's really
that.
bizarre is that this guy, I grew up down below it, below
Isaac
Danbury.
Bartram.
Yep, he lived in my hometown of Reading. So when I saw that, and he built this place called Putnam Park, which is a memorial to Revolutionary War encampments. So I knew his name, and I always saw his name on this monument down in Putnam Park. So, Isaac Bartram from Sharon.
Is Putnam Park? I think the name
Bethel,
Putnam,
Danbury. It was like the
because there's a Putnam in New York. There's actually a Putnam County.
a lot of Israel Putnam,
Yeah.
was it? But yeah, it was his encampments.
Okay.
So that was my hometown. We had 3 of them, and then he built a memorial to it. So I always saw his name as a kid, and everyone else was from Reading, but he was from Sharon. But he grew up in Reading, moved here. So when I saw that, I was like, "Holy moly,
That's
like,
awesome.
Crazy." So
It's like everything's connected.
no doubt. So this we get down to what I call the dungeon, and it's really neat because I don't know how they move these. I mean, obviously with oxen and things like that, but these huge blocks that create the foundation of the whole building, it's just amazing. And you'll see the transition through the stone. So these you see the original.
Oh wow.
And
Look at that.
hand carved, like, this was all, they would jack it to cut it.
Wow.
And, obviously you can see the differences. And, this is where the old meets the new. But
Look at that. Just the difference.
But look at over here. So over here is where we keep all the. If you look at these stones, you're gonna have to need those are one block, 1, 2, 3.
Get out of here.
Freaking huge. And then over here, on this side, you can see there's the light. They're getting even bigger.
How did? Oh
So-
snap! Look how
And
big
they're
these
all-
are.
This was, at this moment in time, they didn't really have like mechanical jacks, so these are all hand pounded.
Imagine that.
Yeah, so it's really a neat thing to have. In your
So if you date these rocks back, they'll only go. I mean, they're probably way older than.
They're way older than here, but they're
the
placed
people that
around
used
the
it.
early 1870s. But then you can see the original, and then those are the original bricks.
That is awesome.
And you can just see like this. What this is happening here is that they didn't have.
This looks like it used to kind of be like a doorway that they closed up,
Yeah, that
or
too.
something like a passageway.
Yeah, there's some crazy things. Like, we got things hidden in certain areas that shouldn't be there. Like this side is the old jail.
A jail.
Believe it or not, the first person is also the police officer. So
The first what?
So I'm a police officer by default
How so?
because we don't have a resident trooper.
Oh, but you
So-
have the New York State Trooper. I mean, Connecticut.
No,
You
we
don't.
have, we have Connecticut troopers, but they're
Right.
like 45 minutes away.
Oh my
But that
God.
stone right there is all one stone.
That's beautiful.
So this was the old.
You got the old spider webs. That's a huge spider web. Look, you can't see it on camera, but it's really big.
So, yeah, that's the cool thing about Sharon is, we got old versus new.
That's beautiful. And you would never known that if you don't see it,
No,
So I appreciate you showing me that.
They don't even know existence here. But yeah, that's all hand done.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Look at that.
The beauty of where we grew up.
And then you come back to modern. Everything is modern now. I was saying that this is one of the prettiest town halls I've been to.
Well, it's changed over the years. Downstairs.
Did you guys renovate it? I
They
mean,
did in 1996.
oh, so not that
So it's
old.
not that old, but
It's like 20-something years.
we just painted it. That's why it smells so bad.
Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, the guys that painted this, I don't know how they don't pass that out. It looks pretty strong there.
Yeah, and there's no, well, there's some ventilation if you open these windows.
Yeah, so
And
that's
your
the
name?
thing.
I'm sorry, you say
Brent,
it?
Brent.
Brent?
Brent Kelly.
Brent Kelly, nice to meet
And
you.
then this was an old gymnasium that they converted into our,
Council
meeting.
chambers?
the only issue is the echo in there because,
Would this be the council chambers?
yeah, when we hold meetings in here,
Okay. So this is where the town hall meetings are. Do you guys put your town hall meetings online?
we do,
And
you know,
broadcast?
we have a whole system and it goes on, you know.
And
our internet.
are the public, is the public allowed to come and record those meetings?
Yep, yeah.
So you see how,
The radio station next door comes and records them, and then he puts them on his website.
do you see how you guys know that the public could come and record the meetings,
Right.
but they don't know that they
But this
could come
thing-
and record
Right,
them?
right. No, it's a good exercise.
Yeah. I fell up the stairs earlier. Usually, you expect to fall down the stairs, but when you fall up the stairs,
I've done that before.
oh, it's like,
With
it's
the
so
coffee.
silly. It's like, how did I fall up
I
the
did
stairs?
it with a coffee in my hand.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, that's.
I'm gonna
pretty
go
much-
to the town clerk's office.
She's
and-
downstairs. That's
Okay.
cool.
I'm just gonna continue to gather public information. I appreciate you.
You got it.
Thank you so much. That was very nice of him. He wasn't rude. He was very nice from the beginning. And that's what it's all about. Oh, they got a new ambulance. Last year they got a new ambulance. That is so nice. Got a water fountain. All right, so seems like the education has spreaded, which is very nice. Nobody's tried to touch me or grab me or force me to stop recording. I mean, they got a Cambacks situation, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with a little Camback. Oh, these are masks.
Can I let her know it's cool? That's all.
Yeah, I had a nice conversation with her
Yeah, that's.
to try to. She was saying that she's uncomfortable, and I was telling her that in your training, they should train you that the citizens have the right to record.
Right.
That way, you can feel less uncomfortable if you know that this can happen. So just
You're doing it for us.
yeah.
But yeah, if you go around when you go back around the front, you'll see the old pictures, and you see the old town hall where you used to look.
Yeah, I seen that sign across the street. That was really nice. I'm just gonna grab it for you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Okay, you too.
All right. Right. Whatever. Hello, ma'am.
Hi,
Is there a town supervisor?
is it what?
Is there a town supervisor?
The first selectman.
Oh,
Correct.
that's my first time ever seeing the word selectman. Like, what is that? Where does that come from?
That's because we have that form of government here. We don't have a mayor. We have a first selectman who runs the town, and then 2 second selectmen that are everybody's voted in.
So there'll be like deputy.
Yeah, he comes in
Supervisors.
every day because he's the first selectman and gets paid. He's
Okay.
like the mayor of a large city.
Wow. So everything goes through him.
Well, no,
So he will be he'll be like
yeah,
the supervisor.
Yeah, he's the supervisor.
And he's voted in, you said?
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
And how often is he voted in? Every 2
Every 2
years?
years.
Every 2 years, right?
Right, just
Okay.
like the mayor, it's a municipal election.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
I was just hoping I could do a FOIA request, please.
A what?
FOIA?
What, okay, what do you want?
Just public information. I'm just gonna, for the whole town hall.
But I don't understand.
I'm gonna fill out the FOIA, and then when you see the request, you can. Candy. I always find the candy.
We have a right to, we have 4 days. Yes, give us a written request of what he wants. Yeah, yes, give us a written request of what he wants. Sir,
Is the
you
town
have
clerk
to give us
available to
You have
speak?
to give us a written request of what you want.
Yeah, all FOIAs
You
must.
have to write it out.
You don't have a form?
No, you have to write out.
No.
You don't have a
no
FOIA
forms.
form?
No.
Wow.
Freedom of Information doesn't provide us with any forms or any direction to have a form.
Okay.
Most of the time, my Freedom of Information requests are handwritten or typed up, whatever.
Mhm.
We receive them, and I read them and see if it pertains to my office,
Okay.
okay?
And
If
if
it
it-
doesn't pertain to my office, I have 4 days
4 days.
to respond. And then I usually respond, if they send me an email, I respond via email. If they send me a phone number, I'll pick up the phone and call them. And we take it from there. But sometimes it doesn't pertain to my office.
Okay.
So I don't get that many Freedom of Information requests.
It's not just a blanket request.
No, it has to be specific.
Oh
to
yeah,
what
of
you
course.
want.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because
I'm just.
hello.
And it's the law that all FOIAs must be in writing. So like I can't call you and do it for you. Everything has to be in writing.
Well,
So-
unless you're calling,
Unless you write it, if you write it out,
no,
you
if
still
it's a
have to write it
Freedom of
out.
Information request. If you're using the verbiage,
Uh-huh.
Freedom of Information,
Uh-huh.
then you fall under requesting Freedom of Information, laws. If you're just requesting a copy of a deed, you can find that online. You pay for it. There are statutes. You can come in and ask me to sell you a copy, basically, and I do that. That's not Freedom of Information.
Right,
You don't have
right.
to write down, I need this.
Right, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I
There's a
understand that.
difference,
Yeah, I understand
okay?
that. Yeah.
All right?
I was taken aback because most of the town halls, they have a form that you fill out.
Probably the bigger cities do.
That's understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
that's
don't
so,
get that many Freedom of Information requests.
Yeah.
I don't have a form.
Okay.
I don't think there's,
No, I'm not saying
I
that's.
mean, maybe we should have a form, I don't know.
I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that's
Yeah.
cool. But then I have to remember that you guys are a small town.
Yeah. we
I don't
are
mind
very
writing.
small.
I don't mind writing it out. I just was like, oh,
Or type it, I mean, a lot of
Yeah, I don't
people send
mind.
me emails.
right.
Emails are a little complicated,
Mhm.
but, I don't have a problem, because I email the people back. If it needs to go to another office, I tell them what office they need to send it to.
Yeah, I don't mind writing it out. That's
Okay.
no problem.
All right.
I was like, wow, you guys don't have a form. So,
No,
and then I had
sorry.
then you reminded me that it is a small town. So,
Yeah, and we
yeah.
don't get that many.
Right,
The bigger
right.
cities do, I bet.
right, yeah.
Okay?
Thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate you.
welcome.
And you act as the FOIA officer as well?
A what officer?
The FOIA?
Oh, no,
You're the
no,
FOIA?
no, no.
You
That's
handle
state.
all the FOIAs?
That's the state.
That's
No,
a state.
So you handle
All of them?
You handle
No,
whatever FOIA
no,
requests
only my
come.
office.
No, that's what I mean.
Oh,
so
yeah.
any FOIA that comes in here, you're the
Well,
person.
both, either one of us.
Okay, all right,
Because
all
she's
right.
the assistant. She has just as much authority
Right,
as I do.
right.
So she could answer a request. She could actually do the request, and so
Okay.
could I.
Because some, I guess, like bigger towns or villages, or they have like a specific FOIA officer that I guess
Right, the
there'll
bigger
be
cities,
right.
They get paid probably.
So like not every the bigger cities have each department has a
Well,
FOIA
they have-
officer,
They
I was
have
just
to
wondering-
because the quantity.
and you have
of
to be
requests.
You have to be certified to be a FOIA officer.
No.
No,
I don't,
okay.
don't believe
That's just
so.
a title. It's just a title.
Again, we're a small town.
Right.
Every, cities have ordinances.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
have charters. We go by state statute.
Right.
All right, so there's differences in towns. So
No,
have
I
to-
thought you had to get certified to handle FOIA requests, but
No.
I guess
mean,
it's just a title.
To handle a request
Uh-huh.
is part of our job.
Yeah. When they call them the FOIA officer, I'm thinking that they
Freedom
had
of
to.
information,
Uh-huh.
I don't know where you're getting the officer from.
That's just the title. I'm assuming that's what
Okay,
they're called.
again, we don't have that here, so
No,
I
it's
can't
okay.
relate
I'm
to
just
you.
I'm
Yeah.
just having a conversation with you about it.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
I don't
it.
relate to that, okay?
Yeah. Can I have a piece of candy? Is that complimentary or?
Oh, you need a piece of paper?
No. Yeah, that, and I was wondering if I could grab a mint. A mint?
A mint?
Yeah, if that's complimentary. Thank you so much. I'm gonna grab two. Thank you so much.
I don't know how good they are, they're old,
It's okay.
okay?
Yeah, they're probably like Twinkies. They don't expire.
Now, can I go back and help my customer?
I just need to fill out the
Oh,
request.
the request, okay.
Yeah.
It's gotta be legible.
Okay, I have great handwriting. by
Okay,
the
you
way.
gotta give us, we have
Okay, well, what happens is,
4 days to do it,
first
Okay.
of all,
so,
you have to
um,
find out.
this is what
whether-
happens.
You should go in.
What do you request? I can't, just write it down.
Either
There may be a
email or
charge
message in the
to make
No,
the
it should
photocopies.
it should be no. I just want everything emailed to me. So
Right,
it
but there
should be
may
free.
a
That
charge
needs to be
to
processed.
copy it.
You mean like to scan it into the computer?
They need
Well,
to
we have to make copies. Anybody who gets freedom of information stuff, there's
I don't know.
statutory
And I won't see it.
fees.
So, if first, if it's
Oh.
in the system,
I just wanted
the hospital does the first stuff.
I'm gonna forward you the
Then
name
it goes to
and
the
salaries
funeral home. Once the
and
hospital
complaint
does
histories
then the funeral home
of all the
Okay, you want-
employees
you
at
want
town hall.
Salaries?
Name and salaries, yeah.
Okay, that was not my office, so I would not be able to give that to you.
Which office would that be?
That would be the treasurer's office.
Okay, so I'll
Okay.
bring this to them.
You have to send that to them.
Okay, is the
Okay.
treasurer's office here?
Well, she's part-time,
Oh, okay.
okay?
Today, do you know today's date? I'm sorry, the 17th?
Today's date is St. Patty's Day.
Is it?
It is.
Wow.
Okay.
Is that today's the 17th, right?
Right.
Okay. Wow, St. Patty's Day.
You should get something,
So do you want the address to send that to?
in your ED.
Oh, I'm not gonna send. I do everything in person. So if the treasurer's off, I can put it in her mailbox.
Certificate to process.
If that's okay.
And then you go.
Okay,
into-
all right, I'll put it in her mailbox if you want.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
Okay.
awesome. You could do it. I could do it. It doesn't matter.
All right.
Or if it's one that they're doing via, the EDR, whatever it is, the system, okay? And the other thing is, they may not, we are recommending that funeral homes get the death certificates from us, because otherwise they're paying more money in the system. And if it's a veteran and they get a free copy, the vital system is still charging them to be sent, so, and I think Montana.
I'm also gonna request a budget.
So they may ask you to print off.
You want a copy? We have town reports. You want the budget?
You could just email it to me if that's fine.
No, we have copies. I'll print it. It's in the town report.
What I'm saying is I don't want to pay for copies. That's why I was
They're
hoping.
free.
Okay, I'll take it
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, all right, that's okay. That's
And they're
all right.
also on the
And you know
website.
what?
Okay.
The system changes every other day.
So here's our annual report.
Right, well.
It ended June 21, okay? So the audit report is in the back,
Okay,
okay? All the departments are here.
okay.
Okay,
And
that's
this is-
free.
Thank you so much.
The budgets are on our website,
Okay.
sharonct.org,
Okay,
and the budgets are under Board of Finance,
okay.
okay?
Thank you so much. Oh, can I just get a stamped copy, please?
I can't, I'm not accepting it because it's not my office. It
Oh,
has to go to the right office.
so she'll be able to stamp it and email me a copy?
She's part-time. I don't know how she's gonna handle this.
Oh, okay, so I'll just put it in her mailbox then, okay?
Yep, let me. Well, the treasurer, she's part-time. Follow me.
Okay, thank you. God bless you, man. Have a great day. She's part-time as in like 3 days a week or 2 days a week?
She sets her own hours.
Wow.
The treasurer sets her own hours. He has a freedom of information request for the treasurer. Yep.
Are you
He
her
wants it
s-
stamped when she comes in.
Are you her secretary?
She's the town secretary. I'm the town secretary.
So maybe can she?
I don't think
Copy
she,
it for me?
because it's a freedom of information request, she can't process the request.
No, not
Right, but we have,
just so
there's
that
4
I know that
days.
she got it, not acknowledging it through email. Just
Right.
stamped copy.
But the person who has to fill out the request and respond to you is the treasurer, not her. And
Yeah.
there's 4 days from the day the person receives it.
Mhm.
She's not receiving it,
Okay, all right,
okay? So it's not fair to her to stamp it.
that makes sense.
And
Okay,
if the treasurer comes in 5 days from now and you
Right.
don't hear anything,
right. I
that's not
understand.
fair, okay? So,
It's okay, I
do you
understand.
know, I know she sets her own office hours.
Right,
Do you know where her mailbox is so I could just put, is it one of these? Or?
Which mailbox is hers, Tina?
Well, kind of right here on the red thing.
Can you write-
That's the catch-all.
Okay.
She doesn't get too much mail.
It's okay.
Just bank statements and they're electronic.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
all right, and your email's on there?
Yeah, my email's
Okay,
on there.
perfect.
Okay.
All right, so
Yeah.
just
Perfect.
respond, just have her respond to the
I'll do that.
request when she comes in.
Yeah,
Okay?
perfect.
Thank you. God
Okay,
bless you.
thank you. Have a
All
good
right.
day.
You too.
At least it's not raining or snowing.
Right. Thank God for that. Can I grab one of these
Yep,
bags?
you can, yep.
Just
yep.
makes it easier. Cause I got
They're
one.
nice bags.
Yeah, they're reusable too. Safe for the environment.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I ever catch your name?
No, I'm Tina Pitcher.
That's a nice name. I'm David.
David.
Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey,
God
take
bless you.
care.
Have
All
a
right.
great day. God bless you. I'm sorry
You're
if I
welcome.
took you away from what you was
I
doing.
know, I got work to do.
Okay. I left my mask in your office, so I'm just gonna go grab that.
Bye.
All right, you can't film him because he's not part of
He's in public, man.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I feel bad for people that
No,
don't
it's-
know.
it's
I
just-
mean,
If he asks, if anybody asks, I'll speak to them, but there's no expectation of privacy in public. Everywhere you go, you're being recorded. God bless you. Have a great day. So this is Sharon, Connecticut Town Hall. It's a lot of, oh look, this was the annual report that she gave me, which is nice. There's a lot of free maps. All right, well, this was the Sharon Town Hall. Just gathering some public information.
Oh, not a problem.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
These paintings are so beautiful. Icebergs. Definitely don't want to record no bathroom. I'll tell you that much. Selectmen. So listen, like, you learn something new every day. The selectman would be the town supervisor. So I want to say God bless you guys.
You too.
Have a great day, okay?
Enjoy.
All right. God bless you. Dave is not happy with me. All right, this is it. This is Sharon Town Hall. I know I said I was gonna be quiet in the video. Didn't really work out too much because I seen a chance to educate, and I took it. And I think this went really well. Started out a little bit rough, but it ended on a good note, so that's good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right, then.